Using credit and cash to buy assets and not liabilities. I wanted to say that because a lot of us try to get ahead, but we still got the concept of knowing that we came from nothing, especially those who came from nothing. You know what I mean? Those who came from a struggle. A lot of times we'll spend our money in buying things to make us look good or to embellish us, our image and how we ride. But a lot of those things don't make us money. It actually costs us money. We have to be on certain jobs longer than we want to because we got these liabilities that we got to take care of. And I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, someone I grew up with, and he was telling me how he sold one of his vehicles and he was going to go buy another vehicle. And then he thought about it. He said, you know what? I'm not going to buy this. I'm going to do something else. Now, I don't know what he's actually going to do with it, but he was actually going to purchase another vehicle. And then they told him the payment, even though he was putting over $10,000 down. And he was like, man, it don't make no sense for me just to throw this up. And then the next following month, I got another payment, And I think a lot of times we get caught up with the image. And I was like, well, what about your business? Oh, man, I just got my credit approved. I can go, my business credit. I should be able to go get what I need this. So instead of him using the capital that he had, he was going to go buy a liability and then use his business credit to go buy his stuff for his business. Sounds a little backwards, don't it? Sometimes that's what we do, though, family. And that was a perfect example of talking to him just to give us more clarity of how we got to spend our money. You have to spend your money in assets. We have to spend our money in ways to make us more money. And if we get our credit right, we use their money to increase our money. You know what I mean? So there's a such thing as bad debt and good debt. A bad debt would be purchasing a vehicle that doesn't hold its value. A good debt would be buying a duplex, a complex or something, or some apartments that you got a loan for that you can actually make more money. You see what I'm saying? That'll be a good debt. So I think there's a difference between good and bad debt. But, growing up, nobody teach us these things. We tend to just buy what we feel is something that can embellish our image. But a lot of things don't embellish our image. So we have to think of it like that. So I really want to say that I think it's real wise that we will look in ways to invest our money in our business, invest our money in ways to make money. Sometimes you got to buy things that's not going to make you money instantly, but it will make you money over time. So before you get caught up in buying all these liabilities, think about some things that you can actually make money on. Some things you got to put a little money in, like real estate, buying old houses like this one I'm beside now, just checking this out. This is an abandoned house. Looks like a nice structure. Needs a little work to it, but this might be a great investment for someone. Just say this house is $10,000 and you got the land and property. You can actually bring it back with putting extra $20,000 in it. This could be an asset. So it's all about investing our money in ways to make us money, not to just embellish our image. That's cool when we're growing up. You know how it says, when I was a boy, I thought like a boy. I behaved like one, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. And I think it's going to come a time, but we're going to have to do that with our finances, with our investments. And sometimes you make an investment where, it is what it is. Sometimes things play out different ways, but as we grow up and we know better, we do better. So I think that it's wise that we would learn how to utilize our assets, learn how to utilize our money to buy assets or to purchase good debt and not bad debt, so I think there's something to think about, man, when we're building our independence and we're building our businesses, is to use our credit and our money to make us money, not to just say, hey, man, look how I'm shining right now. Look what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? So it's just something to think about. And this morning I was actually up thinking about a conversation that I had and how valuable it is to what we're going through today with trying to build things in this economy. So as long as you get started, things are going to work out. But if you don't never get started and you don't get the right information, I can't expect you or anyone else or even me to be able to do anything if we don't have the right information. So once you know better, we do better, family. So let's use our money and our credit to actually make us money, to get us in better situations so that we can live here and enjoy life, enjoy our families, travel, see things, and really get our hog on. Black Phoenix.